Hi guys, this is part 2 of game 2 of Team Liquid vs 3D Max in the Defense 3, and we had a little disconnect pause going on. It looks like someone needed to reboot their PC. They are back and they are ready, so let's jump right back in to the cast.
Alright, carry on.
Alright, so everything right back where we were before. Just checked out items and skills a little bit. Nothing too exciting or interesting or different there. So, someone picking up illusions, that'll be the Undying. We'll use those to scout a little bit, maybe sow some fear into the enemy team. Looks like Batrider's going after the Neeks assassin. Got a couple stacks on him, but not enough. Laying down a lot of fire. He might push a little bit, but I don't think he's going to pick up the kill there. Meanwhile, getting pushed back towards the dire tier 1 tower. Lifestealer is going to have to try to farm under that tower if he wants any farm, and I don't think even he is that bold. That would be pretty dangerous. Undying's going to stack the Ancients with his illusion. Nice stack. Great thing to do with illusions, by the way, if you pick them up at the right time, since they're right there anyway. Meanwhile, up top, Lone Druid and Windrunner are very even on this farm. Sort of as I suspected, both good solo laners, both able to stand back and get their farm from afar very safely. So, very even up there. And Batrider doing really well in the mid, by the way, with the creep score, 14 and 0. Neeks Assassin 9 and 1. Neeks Assassin gonna put a stun on. That seems just like harass, or perhaps as a way to not get himself killed. Oh my god. That was dangerous, Neeks. That was pretty dangerous. Batrider did take a lot of damage though, so he had to back off. Meanwhile, stuff is going on at bottom. Tombstone is up. Cogs are up. People are getting thrown around everywhere. But nothing is going to happen. Nothing will come of that. Tombstone run out pretty soon. And you only put a tombstone, by the way, when you think something is going to happen, so nothing did there. Venomancer level 3 at last. He's putting up these plague wards, but they are really squishy at level 1. They can get killed in a few hits, and that's actually farm for the enemy team. So, as useful as they are, really want to level them up before you start spamming them. And he's not spamming them, he's using them to scout and block creeps from spawning, which is great. And not as much for spam and pushing. But later, he will get to that later. Stun going off on Batrider. But Batrider has a lot of stacks on Neeks. They are really playing a dangerous game with each other here in the mid. And the stacks are gone. Neeks knows it. He gets the stun! Can he mana burn this guy in time? He's not going to! Holy shit. Why didn't you do that? Neeks. Maybe you couldn't see him or something, I don't know. Looks like Undying's in trouble down here. Yeah, he's in big trouble. Luckily the cogs are gonna keep Lifestealer off of him. But otherwise he would have been in for it. I really thought he was dead. Nope, he's fine. Venomancer, meanwhile, nowhere near. He is possibly trying to either take some jungle creeps, or nope, continuing to block that creep spawn there. And that's a big deal.
Radiant's mid towers.
Neeks coming in with double damage. So that's pretty exciting. Rubik will go down in split seconds. Kira is not going to be able to get it off a good ice path and will die as well. And Lifestealer, they don't think they can take him, so he is going to be fine. Double damage Neeks Assassin, that's terrifying. And of course when he comes out of the Vendetta like that, with the bonus damage, some squishy support Rubik is not going to stand a chance against that, especially with the mana burn. Rubik's intelligence really being the attribute that is getting boosted is just doing him harm when Neeks comes along. Nice gank from Neeks.
Somebody iced the Dire's
And it's
courier.
now 3 and 0. Dire's courier killed. When did that happen? That is not good. So Liquid does take a hit there, getting your courier killed, slowing down your carries possibly. That's bad. Okay, and also of course the gold bonus to the other team. Speaking of gold and such, let's take a look. The Dire is doing much better with the gold business. And also with the EXP, although there seems to be a little bit of a swing back up in that. So, we'll see. So far, Liquid coming out on top. Of course, 3D Max does have Lifestealer, and I think Lifestealer can probably out-carry either Clockwork or Lone Druid, if they are in fact building those characters as carries. If they're not, they should probably push. All the towers are still up. Looks like Venomancer's coming in to gank Windrunner. Just been hanging out for long enough without a gank attempt. Here it goes, he has his Gale, and he will hit the Gale, block her a little bit, and she's going to try to TP out. Neither of these heroes has a stun, and she knows she can do it, so she is safe and out of there. If Neeks was around, that would have been pretty easy to stop her, but he's busy pushing the bottom tower and sort of supporting Clockwork with the Undying. Keeping Lifestealer from getting farm. That's the main thing. In net worth, Lone Druid is at the top of that. Oh, what's going on up here? Okay, looks like Bear has entangled Batrider. Not bad, but Fluff Windrunner is caught for a second there. Batrider looking to be in big trouble at the moment. That fire is not going to save him. It will do damage, but it will not save him. And oh god, nice stun from Windrunner. Oh no, Venomancer, Venomancer. He's dead. Undying is dead. Windrunner with the stun. That was perfect, and Batrider will still die to the bear, but it looks like Lone Druid is in trouble too. Nope, the bear does hit the entangle. So Windrunner, nice play by Ace on the Windrunner. Ace, ha ha ha. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lifestealer might get Neeks here. He'll be stunned if he attacks him while he's got his Carapace up, but Carapace is gone, and looks like Venomancer's in trouble again. Venomancer come back in just to get killed again by Lifestealer. So suddenly, 3D Max starting to get some momentum, getting those kills. And what happened at top was all Windrunner. That was beautiful play on her part. That stun was clutch. And not only did she, well, she didn't save her teammate, but she definitely saved Lone Druid. So she saved her teammate and she got a bunch of kills, and that was great. So actually I don't know who actually got those kills. Yep, the Windrunner. So she got some kills out of that as well. Good for her. Meanwhile, towers are going to get pushed. Or at least lanes are going to get pushed to towers. I'm not sure if the towers themselves are going to feel any pressure at this point. Batrider with double damage, just pushing mid. Farming a bit. He does need some farm. He would like to have a Blink Dagger or a Force Staff. Meanwhile, fight going on at the bottom. Oh boy, we've got a Tombstone up. Zombies are everywhere. Lifestealer putting the open wounds on Mike. He will get stunned to the tree, not able to TP out. And Windrunner's going to take the kill on that. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. They should have let Lifestealer have that. He was stunned. There was no need to rush. So perhaps they're just going carry Windrunner, but I find that hard to believe. We'll see. Meanwhile in the mid, Neeks is back. Hold back that Batrider, who is going to leash him into the Windrunner. So they're getting off a little stun on that. He does have the Carapace up. Nice stun from the Neeks assassin, but the Carapace is gone, and the Batrider is tower diving weirdly. Neeks using invisibility to stay safe. Oh, Windrunner's getting attacked here. Nice mana burn, nice stun. But she'll probably get away. Unless the person TPing in is going to be able to get her. I don't think so. And Batrider going after the Sneaks. He can't go invisible anymore, but Clockwork is here. So Neeks will go down because Windrunner is back. Clockwork putting those cogs, but Jakiru comes in. Ice Wall, and coming from the top, Rubik, but they don't even need him. And Windrunner is on a mega kill streak. Windrunner, mega kills. Awesome. So that's what's going down at this point. And the top tower is getting pushed by Lone Druid in the meantime. But Windrunner will get back up there. And there she is. Ace on the Windrunner. Net worth at the top now, with Batrider closely behind. Quite a bit above Lone Druid. Of course, he might be having something coming to him. I don't think so, though. I think they're just picking up speed here. Lifestealer does need to pick up the pace. I think he just got an item delivered to him. Let's see what that is. He's got his Helm of Iron Will up. He's got his Power Treads on. He'll be building his armlet next as soon as he can. Neeks coming after Windrunner. This ward will not catch him if he does. Just an observer. Possible fight at the bottom. Those cogs are up. Now they're not. And it looks like 3D Max will kind of retreat. They just want to farm their Lifestealer at this point. I think they've got the late game on this, so they don't need to push very hard. They just need to make sure that they don't get pushed. And it's up. Runner stunning the bear for reasons that I don't know. Like Batrider's gonna come a little after Undying here. Clockwork and Venomancer going around the back. Venomancer will keep his Ancients stacked for his carry. So, when you guys gonna push? I feel like it's time. It's starting to seem like time. Lifestealer, Rubik, Chikiro, they could easily push this tower. Clockwork would be pretty annoying because he can cog someone in next to the tower. That probably is why they haven't been pushing this as hard as they could without the Clockwork. Whoa, what is he doing? He just brought himself right into that. And Undying is caught in the ice wall. Lifestealer is just gonna destroy him. Clockwork putting the cogs up, but it's really too late for that to be very effective. Lifestealer is able to armlet toggle to keep himself from taking too much damage at this point. And these illusions aren't very scary. He can just lifesteal his way back up from these creeps. Not sure what Clockwork was doing there. Apparently they thought they could get the kill, but that was really not the case. So they were just... He basically jumped in there and fed them. Not on purpose, I'm sure. Windrunner backing off. She's got Orchid up. This item rocks, silences for 5 seconds. 5 seconds and amps damage by 30%. So that's awesome, especially against someone that's sort of a carry with nice magic skills. Lone Druid, not so great. What was he gonna do with his mana? I don't know. But would be very good against Clockwork. Depends on his abilities a bit more. Or nice in a situation where Venomancer is around. Neek's been just waiting for her, by the way. And here goes the gank on Windrunner. She cannot possibly get away from this. There's just too many of them. She will put up a little fight before she dies, but there was nothing for her to really do at that point. And she was a little bit out of position, given that her team would not have been able to see anyone And I'm sure she knew it. Venomancer taking these ancients, by the way, by using his wards. I'm going to do a lot of jungle farming with Venomancer. Batrider's going to come in and gank him. They've got Noya there, they've got Lifestealer, and Venomancer's not going to last long. 3D Max coming back. They were not satisfied with that first game, and they are going to come back and make this one work. This is great. I think they've got this. I'm pretty sure they've got this game. So Jakiro and Noya coming in, gonna pick off that Undying. Neeks is gonna get a really nice stun and finish that Batrider. Oh my god, Jakiro is gonna go down in the fire. And Korok does have his Carapace up, but it's not gonna last long. He's gonna come after and try to stun this Lifestealer, but Lifestealer does have Rage. And he's gonna infest a creep. Infest his own creep, which means he'll have to pop out, which is unfortunate. Should infest an enemy creep if you can, because they can't kill it until it's within a certain range. Windrunner coming in for revenge, puts the Orchid on Clockwork. Nice power shot, getting a lot of Neek's HP down, but not able to really do anything with that. Little action in the top lane. A lot of kills. 3D Max not coming out of that so well. Liquid did a nice job there. Clockwork just gonna farm at this point, using his battery assault. Sure, why not? And Dying Hangout not too far. It looks to me like the top tower is going to get pushed now though. Bottom tower is down, mid tower is down. They do have their top tower down. Liquid able to pull down that top tower using the Lone Druid. Now here's the beauty of Focus Fire. Push down a tower very quickly. I believe it does reduce the damage per hit. But that extra attack speed is so worth it. Windrunner building a claymore now. Is this a shadow? No, that's not what's in there, is it? I can't even remember. I don't know what she's building, but it's crazy. I think that's a Shadow Blade. That would be an interesting Windrunner item. Works very well with Orchid, because you're like, surprise! Oh wait, you're silenced too! Now you're dead! Although, looks like now she might be dead. Smoked, Neeks, and Clockwork are going to come in for this. And Clockwork is going to trap her. Neeks is still waiting. As soon as those cogs go down, he can stun. Stun. There it is. And he did mana burn, but he wants Clockwork to get the last hit on that. So Windrunner having some issues with Neeks and Clockwork at this point. And they really are a really good ganking pair. Neeks will gank really well with anyone. Clockwork can gank pretty well too. He's very good one-on-one because he can just trap you and do his thing. And he can sort of turn a team fight into a one-on-one, which is why his abilities are so good. He's going to pick up Haste and bottle that and go back towards the top. Meanwhile, Batrider looking to come up, I guess, and scout their jungle. Pulling the trees down. That's a good idea. Put a word up there, they'll be able to see everything. The Assassin picking up the Blink Dagger. Great for escaping, great for ganking. Just a useful item. Not sure I'd build that on Neeks. I mean, obviously this guy can make very good use of it, but it doesn't give you any stats or anything, it's just the blink, which is amazing, but you could get, say, Force Staff or something, which would also give you stats. That would be my preference. Here they found in the woods. Undying. Mike does not last long enough to know what hit him. Smoke pick off in the jungle. And they're keeping these lanes pushed as well. Batrider's going to push back the bottom. Not wanting to lose their tier 2s or their tier 1s when they've got all the tier 1s down on Team Liquid. So, doing really well. Doing really well this game. Noya pushing the bottom lane by himself, mostly for the farm, I'm sure. And he's got Venom right next to him, still killing off these Ancients. Trying to defeat the Ancient stacks and make sure that Noya is not able to farm that. Team fight going on in the mid. We've got Clockwork running away with the open wounds on. Lucky for him, he had bottled that haste rune a couple of seconds ago. So good for him. He's out of there. And it looks like they're going to just go ahead and push at this point. They're all here, don't want to waste their time. And they can push, although it could be dangerous. Behind them is Neek's assassin. He's invisible, and this Rubik is not going to last 2 seconds. Rubik is Neek's food. Blinking out of the ice path. Nice blink on the Neek's assassin. And that is useful. Of course, Rubik is down. 3D Max is going to have to back off. It is 12 and 12. Batrider has got Bulba, Clockwork. He can't make it. Too much fire. There's too much fire. And here comes Lifestealer on the lone druid, but Neek's getting a good stun off on him. Bear's going to entangle him, so he will not be able to move. He won't be able to chase. He won't be able to get away. He's going to infest, come back out. He's going to kill the bear. Lifestealing off the bear, but it's not good enough. And he'll get caught. Jakiro will Ice Path just so they can escape. And Rubik is back in, stealing from Venomancer. He's got the Plague Ward. That's not too bad, but he won't keep that for long. Oh god. Jakiro Ice Path. Batrider's going to escape that way, and Jakiro is just going to run. Liquid is going to take this mid tower. Batrider can't really do anything. He tries to get them off of it, but that's just not sufficient. So they will take mid and back off. Now could be the time to Roche, and that's what they're thinking. Here we go, into the Roche pit. Venomancer popping the wards up. Little extra damage. Why not? And they're all pretty low, but they can do this. They are not going to get caught out by 3D Max at the moment, who are still respawning in the fountain, coming as fast as they can. This has to be a fast Roche. Batrider is coming, and he can drop a lot of AoE in there. He can just fly in there and drop AoE. Holy shit. Okay, Roshan, taken by the Dire just in time. Batrider backs off. Damn, that was a close one. That was really, really close. Batrider could have just gone in there, I think, laid down the fire and see what would happen, but they did not know the timing. They could not see into the pit to know what was happening. So, too bad for 3D Max. And the Aegis, I'm sure, is on either Clockwork or Lone Druid. It's going to be Lone Druid. Got his hand of Midas up, by the way, so he will be playing the carry for sure for them. For Liquid. Smoking in, picking up the Lone Druid from the jungle, dragging him through, and there's nothing he can do. He will be killed. But he has the Aegis, so is his team going to show up in time? He wakes up in a pool of fire and ice, and there's just nothing he can do. Okay, so they're like, okay, fine, take Roshan. Get the Aegis. That's fine with us. We're just going to destroy the Aegis and kill you. Destroy the Aegis and kill you. And it will be very, very sad. And very sad it was. Noya starting to look good. He's got his Deso up. Lone Druid still not built out. Although I don't know what he has on the bear. It's obviously the bear that matters. But I don't know if he has Radiance on that bear yet. Hand of Midas does slow down your first item. So as helpful as it is later into the game, it does slow down that first item. So not sure how he's doing right now. The assassin is pushing Lifestealer, thinking of sneaking up on him. And in to support him is the Batrider, who will be able to leash Neeks if he can get him. But he cannot. Neeks does make use of that Blink Dagger, and it's starting to earn itself back. He's escaped at least twice with the Blink Dagger, so that's good for his gold. I'm sure he can initiate it with it too, and of course it'll be useful to him throughout the game. Mana burn on the Batrider, just trying to eat up his mana. Mana burn great because not only does it deal damage, it also takes away your mana, and that's great. So it's a really wicked ability. Jakiro's just kind
Dyer's
of
bottom
camped
tower's
in the
getting
mid.
the business.
And it seems like teams are backing off a little at this point. Lifestealer is continuing to push forward, but I don't think he can stay there
Guess
safely.
what's happening to Dyer's
They
bottom tower?
do not have vision of the Dire team at the moment. They cannot see Liquid, and he can afford to just sit there under their tower when they don't know where they are. So he will come back and he will farm the jungle. And Rubik will stay off of that, because he should. Meanwhile, Korak is looking for someone, but found by Batrider, pulled into the ice path, and killed so easily. So easily, and that is the gem on Batrider. Scoping out the Nyx assassin. You think you're safe because you're invisible, but you're not. Batrider can find you. And Batrider, by the way, with Blink and Force Staff at this point, highly mobile. He can fly over walls, he can fly across the river, even if you shouldn't be able to walk across the river.
Dyer's mid
And
tower
he's
needs a little
just
help.
kind of
Radiant's
scary
top
at this
tower's
point.
in bad shape.
So they're going to push this mid tower. Their top tower getting a little bit of natural push from the creeps, but that should be fine.
Radiant's top tower
Creep wave will come in. Clockwork jumping in here, but Windrunner is able to get out. Oh my god. Clockwork taking a lot of damage. Taking a lot of damage is Lifestealer. Lifestealer is gonna die. And Batrider not able to drop enough fire. Jakiro is in big trouble. Venomancer ulted, and it looks like he's got very little life. 3D Max having a lot of trouble here. Windrunner getting hit by that Bear Radiance in the meantime. She's gonna run off a different way. Very wise of her, but she's got like 10 hit points. Oh my god, run, Windrunner! But the bear, the Radiance on the bear, is taking her out. And that's why the bear is awesome. It's super fast, and you can deal damage just by running after people. That's so good. So good. 3D Max wiped. Liquid coming back. Momentum going the other way now. This game is pretty awesome, guys. This is a lot better than the last one. The last one was such a rollover. It's so boring. I hate those games. This is so much better.
Radiant's
We are
bottom
down to
tower's
3
seen better
towers
days.
for each team. Everyone's got their tier
Radiant's
2s
bottom
left.
tower's done for.
It is 16 and 19. Let's check out the net worth. Lone Druid leading that up. Of course, the Hand of Midas, a big factor in that, but Lifestealer is not too far behind. Noya is looking scary. Here comes Nyx Assassin again. He's got to know they have a gem. But, oh man. Rubik is his favorite person this game. Obviously, his favorite person to kill. It mustn't be a terrible, terrible game to be Rubik. I feel kind of bad for him. This game. He must be sad. But you know what? His team's doing alright, so can't complain too much. Both teams doing alright, really. 3D Max starting to lose on the kills, but we'll see how they pull this together. And there is Shadow Blade on Windrunner. Here it comes. Ice Path is gonna miss, and Nyx Assassin's gonna walk out of that. We've got open wounds on somebody, or some kind of rage or something. Something from Lifestealer. He's walking back out. The bear's gonna chase. Windrunner's gonna shackle that bear. Keep it from dealing all that radiance damage to the team by chasing. And it is a super fast bear, guys. That bear is damn fast. So, nice call by Windrunner. Also keeping those entangles from happening. Because entangles suck. Lifestealer has picked up his Hyperstone. Gonna start to look pretty hungry on the Lifestealer. And teams, meanwhile, EXP has shifted a little bit. It's back to the Dire. And let's see if I can get gold. Gold has shifted back to the Dire as well. Oh shoot, what was happening there? Sorry about that. I have no idea what that was all about. So 3D Max needs to take it back. They were way ahead, and they've sort of fallen back behind again, but it's not over. Smoke coming in from the top. Looks like they're gonna go mid. Let's watch Batrider. He will initiate if anyone does. And here he goes. He's going in with fire blazing. He can see Neek's assassin because the gem, but he's getting entangled by the bear. Trouble getting out of there. He did force staff, but not in time. And Clockwork just cogged himself. I'm not sure he was trying to keep them out of there. He's going to die due to this Jakiro. Not good for 3D Max. Here goes Rubik as well. And Windrunner's going to get away. She's got her Shadow Blade. So Clockwork was picked off, but really not good for 3D Max. Not good at all. And Neek's assassin is looking for that Windrunner at this point. She made it, or Jakiro. But Windrunner's the one he'll find if he finds anyone. Gonna stay out of range there. He gets sight on her. He's gonna get the stun, and here's the bear to follow up. Windrunner is down, and they can take this tower easily. Jakiro's throwing these ice paths as harass, but really that's all it is. Just a little bit of harassment from the Jakiro. Nothing substantial that he's able to do. Take out a few right clicks from the lone druid, and that's about it. So Liquid going to take that first tier 2 tower of the game and back off. Maybe farm the Radiant jungle a bit. Ward around. And back off. Let's see about Roshan. I think the clock is running down on him, but he is not back up yet. So that might have been a good time to go take Roshan, but he is not there to take. So they will wait. And I wonder if they are waiting for that. It almost seems like it. Meanwhile, 3D Max farming their jungle, back to pushing the lane back and hoping they can get back the upper hand this game. Hoping that Lifestealer can get fed. To that end, who will go and farm the Ancients. Single stack, not so awesome. I bet he'd like more, but just hasn't been the opportunity for those supports to go and stack those Ancients for him. Farming his jungle, Neek's assassin, who has a gem as well, by the way.
Boom, there it goes.
Great for dewarding. That's what you do with gems in these pro level games. You take their wards down. Supports spend their money on wards and you take them away. It's very good. Okay, Roshan is back up, and it looks like we're going to see a fight over him. Here comes 3D Max. They are smoked. And they're going to hover here, looking to find out exactly where Liquid is. Only feet away. A feet in Dota World, whatever. Could be meters. I don't know where you guys are from. Meters away. Liquid farming their own Ancients. And 3D Max gonna gather here. Batrider's gonna scout this. Gonna pull some trees down so they can see. The bear scouting for Liquid. Roshan feeling very popular right now. Both teams, all 5, gathered around the Roche pit. Neither team is willing to let the other team have this. Now they're gonna back off a bit. Or at least 3D Max gonna back off and go in through a different route. So Roshan pit, the center of all the action right now in this game. The bear's gonna pull some farm with that Radiance as they wait this out. They might need to have a team fight to get over this. Let someone go in there and start hitting Roshan.
At Radiant's bottom tower.
Meanwhile, the creeps are pushing the bottom tower, as we've just heard Bastion warn us. And they'll be able to farm the Ancients while we're waiting here. So more Ancients.
Right now.
Nothing wrong with that. Waiting for the big creep. Are they going to back off and do something?
Tower seen better days.
This is so awkward. So awkward. Someone just take him.
Brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Neek's looking around. He should be careful though. A gem should still be out there. He does not want to get spotted.
And it's off.
That would be terrible. Clockwork trying to scout. You will see the Rubik. It's Neek's food. Here he is. Oh, and he doesn't finish him. Oh my god, he didn't finish it. He was too fast on the blink. 1 mana burn would have been all that took. So tons of damage on that Rubik. Not able to finish it. Batrider's going to pull the Undying. And he will be killed quite quickly, actually. Bear coming into this. Clockwork trapped himself into his cogs. Maybe not good. Those cogs are basically to keep people from coming in and out of there at this point.
Radiant's top tower's in bad
So
shape.
Rubik ended up getting killed one way or another. Gonna finish off Jakiro and Lifestealer, and
Radiant's top
looks like they are backing off there. Windrunner's sending a power shot, but to no effect. And with that, they can finally go for Roshan.
Radiant's top tower
Team
is
Liquid
taking hits.
coming out strong again, and it looks like they will be going to the next round again.
Boom, there it goes.
Radiant's
I
top
don't
tower's
see
hurt.
3D Max coming back from this.
Done for.
Roche is done for. Lone Druid is picking up the Aegis. The Bear is
Radiant's
looking
top
terrifying
tower's
at
in
this
bad
point.
shape.
Got that Assault Cuirass on it. Got the Radiance still carrying that Hand of Midas, and there's the Basher on the Bear. So, Mini Bash stun. It's not Mini Bash, it's a full Bash. Stun for 1.4 seconds. And there are hero abilities that do that at the lower levels. And he just bought an item that does it, like, a lot. So, not bad. Time for them to push. At this point, Lone Druid's looking pretty sick, and 3D Max not doing so hot. Do have the Aegis. Great time to push. And he will push bottom. His team will come to join him. 3D Max needs to turn this around with a good team fight, and they know that better to happen under the tower than not. So they will come in here. That Rider's going to drag the Windrunner. Is that Windrunner? I think so. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Venomancer. That's the Venomancer. Clockwork cogging himself in. He's gonna get hit out by the Bat Rider. That's not so good, Bat Rider. Anyway, Lifestealer is no, getting eaten himself. He's getting eaten himself. He was eating for a minute. Looks like Bat Rider, Rubik, Jakiro, Team Wipe, Liquid. Kill that gem or pick it up, whatever. Yes, that is GG. That is absolutely GG. The disconnect coming from 3D Max. They are out of this tournament. Liquid is going to advance in the lower bracket again. So, winning their way through the losers bracket, Team Liquid.
Radiant lost one of them bottom
Great
towers.
games by Liquid. This one a little more fun to watch, I have to say. Look at the
Radiant's bottom
difference in
rags
gold.
ain't no
Radiant
longer
had them
with
for
us.
quite a while, and same with EXP, although perhaps a little less. But
Someone's
they were
having
able to
technical
come back,
difficulties.
make that lone druid a beast. Hand of Midas probably helping him quite a bit there. And here they go, just wrecking this stuff at this point. Bat Rider still not disconnected, so
Radiant's mid-rags is out
here
of
we
the
go.
picture.
Undying DC. And let's just watch the lone druid wreck the base, because why not?
Dyer's top
Actually, let's
tower
watch
is
the Panda Bear wreck the base. The
Radiant's
Spirit
mid
Bear, I'm
tower's
sorry.
coming
It's definitely a
apart.
Panda Bear. So, 2-game series, total
The
cleanup
Dyer might
by
wanna
Liquid.
mine the top tower.
And that
Radiant's
bear
mid tower could use
really
a
sick
hand.
now with the Demon Edge on it. Destroying those structures. Look at the damage on that thing.
Dyer's top tower is
Just
getting beat
eating
down.
the tower. Hard to imagine a bear attacking a stone tower, but, you know, could do it.
Radiant's mid tower
And they will pull down the Ancient now. Perhaps before the
for the Radiant is they
disconnect. Oh no, the Bat Rider stayed in, so they're not going to get the disconnect thing. Not going to dive. Not going to dive and try for some extra kills for the fans, but glorious victory. Go Liquid, advancing to the next round. 3D Max is out of the tournament after losing to No Tide Hunter and Liquid in the series. Check out that lone druid. He's got like nothing, but he has the carry because it's all on the bear. Clockwork going support after all, and just a clean, nice game by Liquid. They were getting beat a little bit earlier, but they held it together and pushed back. So excellent game. This has been Feeder. If you enjoyed the game, please go ahead and give it a like. Takes like 2 seconds. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, I'd love it if you would tell me why. In any case, thank you very much for watching.